Very good afternoon, okay, to everyone, especially to our lecturers and for students. Okay, so for this time around, we're gonna be doing some briefing on Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, so it is an anticipated event. Okay, that Esri is eager, okay, to share to our young scholar who are actually in the GIS industry. Okay, or you are studying for the in the GIS sector. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the agenda for today. Okay, so for today, we will be covering on 4 items. Okay, the first one, we're going to do a brief introduction on Esri as a company, what we do, what is our background. All right, and then we're going to be introducing the Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, what is it for, and then how you can join for that. All right, and then we're gonna go deep on route to Esri Young Scholar Award 2023. All right, so in this part, we will be mentioning on how you can participate, who can participate, how are you supposed to submit your items, and maybe you are having some question, how do I join for this in the first place? All right, so we'll be sharing in detail on that. And then finally, we're gonna go into the Q&A session. So maybe after my sharing, you have some question that you wanna ask on how to participate, or maybe any other question that I haven't covered in the briefing for today, you are free to ask about that. All right. So without further ado, let's go into the first one, which is the Esri introduction. All right. So Esri has been crowned as the #1 market leader in leading the geospatial industry in mapping and spatial analytics. So I'm putting a bet saying that even though you are just a student, still a student, or if you are one of the lecturer teaching in the university, you would have come across Esri product, or at least heard about them. Okay, we have various type of product. We have ArcGIS Desktop, referring to ArcMap, ArcGIS Pro. We have ArcGIS Online. Okay, we also have ArcGIS Enterprise, which is a server. All right. So in terms of how long we've been in this GIS industry, we have been here for more than half a century, which is 53 years now. All right. It was first founded by our GIS godfather, okay, Mr. Jack Nijerman, who is also the founder of Esri. All right, and in Malaysia itself, okay, we have about 39 years of serving our customers with this GIS solution from Esri. Okay, the customer base that we are looking into in Esri Malaysia, we have about 1,500 organizations that is using Esri products. Okay, so we haven't dived deep into the number of users. Okay, for example, one organization could be having a couple of users, okay, that is using ArcGIS solution. So in the baseline, in the high level, we have about 1,700 organizations, whereas in worldwide we have more than 500,000 organizations that is using Esri solutions. Okay, so to support these 1,500 customers, okay, in Esri Malaysia we have about more than 200 professionals. Okay, this 200 professional is a team of geospatial and also industry expert, okay, that will be servicing the customer 24/7. All right, so we don't source out any of our servicing part to any other country or to any outsiders. Okay, which means if you're looking into Esri Malaysia customer, the one that will be servicing them, the one that they will be in contact with in relation to Esri product will all be from locals. Okay, we won't be like okay, maybe for professional services we pass it to maybe India, or for the technical consulting we pass it to China. We don't do that. Everything is locally sourced. Right? So next we're gonna go into the Esri Young Scholar Award introduction. Okay, so what is this Esri Young Scholar is all about? All right, so the first one, okay, Esri Young Scholar Award, okay, or in short we call it as EYSA, is an international award organized by Esri since 2012. Okay, since then until now we haven't skipped a year in organizing this award to our students. Okay, we have nearly 22 winners, okay, from past year. In 2002, we had 22 winners from all over the world, okay. So the Esri Young Scholar Award itself is an international award, okay, as I mentioned earlier, it's an international award. So that's mean not only the students in Malaysia is participating, but also the students from all over the world, all right. So you are judged in the same manner, okay. And then it is also a chance to showcase your GIS research, okay, at the biggest GIS conference. So all this while you've been doing or you've been studying in GIS and you have no platform for you to showcase to the world, okay, I have achieved this, I have done this, okay, look at my work, okay, you don't have this kind of platform, all right. So we come up with this Esri Young Scholar Award to provide you with the platform for you to showcase your work, okay, and we are not choosing simply a whatever platform. No, we will be showcasing your work at the biggest GIS conference, which is the Esri User Conference. All right. Next, we're gonna go into, this is a question that I would like to throw to our students, especially, which is, are you the next generation of GIS leaders? Okay, so if you are on the right time, you're at the right place, whereby I will be briefing to you in detail how you can be one. All right. So we're gonna dive into the road to Esri Young Scholar Award 2023. Okay. So here we will be talking about the participating requirements. Okay, we'll be talking about the submitting requirement. What are the judging criteria involved? Okay, and the most weighted one is what are the prizes that you are getting from, when you participate in this Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, so we'll be sharing in detail on how you can do so, what are the things that is required. So diving into the first one, which is the participating requirement. Okay, the first thing is student can enter by submitting a project, okay, a software development application, research paper that leverages in GIS. Okay, so because in Esri we are not just looking into project, we also have software development. We even have ready to use app. Okay, you can even utilize those apps. So if you notice on my right hand side, okay, there are a couple of maps. Okay, all these maps, there are some of it are actually developed through apps. Okay, for example, the one that is moving, that is dashboard. Okay, that is one of the apps that Esri has come up with that is ready to use. Okay, so you can think of something that you want to showcase. I think this would be beneficial to the community. I can use this app that is available from Esri. Okay, so you can do that. All right. So the next one is open to undergraduate and postgraduate students studying in special disciplines. Okay, so it's open to all Malaysia university students. Okay, as long as you can prove that you are a student in one of the universities, then you may join for this award. All right. So the third one is this has to be a current passion project or work completed in the previous university year. All right. So you can't be taking in something that has been completed a couple of years ago and then you pass it to us. All right. So we're gonna be evaluating what type of software that you use. All right. And how correct is it? How does it relevant to nowadays? Okay, we'll be looking into this kind of item. The next one, we're gonna go into the submitting requirements. All right. The first one, applicants need to have used Esri technology, okay, to complete the project or the thing that you want to submit to us. All right. You can't be using our other than Esri product. Okay. So that is one of the requirement. Next, you will have to write a response, okay, not more than 500 words, outlining, okay, what is the purpose of the project that you are submitting to us, okay, an overview of the value, okay, and also an outline of why you should be the next Malaysian Esri Young Scholar. Okay, because we want to understand, we don't want you to be coming up with a project that is up to no good in the future. Okay, we want it to be ready and can be used or can be implemented in nowadays issue. All right, and you will need to come up with a poster that highlights the objective, okay, the methods and the result that you use in terms of the Esri technology itself. Okay, what are the things that is involved? Okay, what is the methodology that you use? Maybe you come up with a software, maybe develop a software, or maybe you utilize the apps inside. Okay, you may want to share with us on how you came up with the project. What was the process in between? All right, is on software development or application or report. Okay, this is something that you will have to submit at the end. All right, and then a video demonstration of the project via URL. Okay, it needs to be hosted. It's up to you on what are the platform that you would like to use. Okay, but make sure that whenever you submit this URL, it can be open by Esri people here. Okay, so that we need to access that and see what you have shared inside. If you make it private, then there's no way for us to access it. Then it will be a waste. All right. And then prove that you are currently enrolled. Okay, so this is something that you need to submit as well. Okay, it is a participating requirement and you have to prove it to us. Okay, that you are currently enrolled as a student in one of the Malaysian university. All right, and in the form of letter from your lecturer. Okay, or a photocopy of your university ID. Okay, all these requirement you can find that. What are the things that you need to submit? You can find that in the survey 123 form. All right. Oh yeah, you may submit all this inside the survey 123 form later on. Okay, you can find the survey 123 form in Esri Malaysia Young Scholar Award web page. Okay, there is a link directing you to the survey 123, and you can fill up or you can find out exactly what are the things that you need to do, what are the things that you need to submit for you to participate in this Esri Young Scholar Award. So we're gonna dive into the judging criteria. Okay, so the judging criteria, if you ask me, it is very basic, it is very simple. Okay, but how you come up with the creativity or the innovation of the idea is what will be standing out. All right, so this will be a very important point for you to take note of. Okay, so you have to be creative. Okay, what can you do? What are the things that you think? If let's say I'm coming up with a dashboard, okay, how this dashboard will be benefiting the consumer, or how this dashboard will be benefiting the community, how this dashboard will be benefiting some areas for development maybe. All right, so you need to come up with a creative idea on what actually the value that you want to deliver. All right, next is on the application of Esri technology. Okay, you may describe on how much Esri technology that you have used. Okay, and more Esri technology that is used, the better. All right, so the more Esri technology that you incorporate in your project, it will be giving more advantage for you in winning the Esri Young Scholar Award. All right, the next one is on the technical merit. So judging on the methodology and application of the project in the industry. So how complex is the method that you use, or how simple is the method that you use? Okay, so it could be that the method is very simple, but you could come up with something very meaningful. Okay, so you can go up to that. All right, so it is up to your creativity on what are you trying to achieve, and maybe you can find out how you can simplify the process, or how you can simplify the methodology itself, okay, for you to achieve a very nice result. Okay, the next one is a real world relevancy. Okay, this is what I have mentioned a couple of times before this. Okay, if let's say you can relate your project, your submission to a real world issue, for example, it will be a plus point. All right, it will be a very big plus point. Okay, so don't come up with something that is up to no good. Maybe it's very creative, but there is no area for that to be in use. Okay, so you will need to justify how is this will be useful in nowadays issues or relevant to nowadays time. All right. Next, we're gonna talk about the good part, okay, which is the prizes. So for the grand prize, which is the #1 winner for the Esri Young Scholar Award, what they will get is a free and a full access to the 2023 Esri User Conference and Esri Education Summit in San Diego, California. Okay, so for this, we will be taking care of your visa charges, your ticket charges, your Esri user conference charges, and some of your, transport and accommodation charges over there. Okay, all of these items are taken care of if you are the winner for the Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, so if you notice, I have incorporated a few pictures in my slide here. So if you look at the slide on the bottom right, okay, there are a lot of screen, these small maps. Okay, just now we were talking about showcasing your work, right? So this is the place, this is the area, will be the time that they will be showcasing your work. Okay, so basically whatever that you have submitted for your Esri Young Scholar Award will be put up in the screen for the world to see. All right, so this is not a matter of just showcasing to your classmate or just showcasing to your university maybe. Okay, this is showcasing it to the world. All right. And then you got to meet the Esri founder and the godfather of JF, which is Mr. Jack Dangerman. So if you can see at the picture, there is a lady hugging Jack Dangerman. Okay, the lady, she is working with Esri Malaysia here, and she bumped into Jack Dangerman, okay, in user conference last year. So she didn't miss out the chance. She took the picture with him. Okay, so those are the items that you got to achieve. Okay, if you win this Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, because Jack Dangerman is no stranger in the GIS industry. Okay, so it's like an idol to all GIS people. Okay. So the next, like I said, you can showcase your work on the stage nationally and internationally. Nationally, we are looking into our Malaysia Geo Innovation Award. Okay. Internationally, we are talking about showcasing it in the Esri Education Summit and also the Esri Esri User Conference. Okay, and you got to network with other winners. Okay, so that means during the Esri User Conference, we're gonna bring all the winners for Esri Young Scholar Award from all over the world, okay, to be at this stage of Esri UC. So you got to meet what other students have done, what they have showcased, what they have achieved. Okay, you can see a lot of marvelous things that they have done with GIS. All right. And there is more, okay, because being a winner for Esri Young Scholar Award, you got to have a lot of prizes. Okay, the next one, we are looking into opportunity to attend Esri Malaysia major event. Okay, so not only Esri Inc. will be doing events, Esri Malaysia from our side, we also have conducting event. Okay, for example, the Geo Innovation Award. Okay, we also have what we call that tech update. Okay, we also have tour. Okay, so all these major event you will be invited in. All right, and then we also allow you to kickstart your career with a 6-month management training program in Esri Malaysia. So once you are a Esri Young Scholar Award winner, you already put up one feet in Esri Malaysia, okay, by giving you a 6-month management training program. So if you look on your right side, that is our winner for Esri Young Scholar Award 2022, which is Nadira. Okay, so she is currently in Esri Malaysia. Okay, and we also have a couple more winners who are not the main winner. Okay, the run-ups, they also landed this 6-month management training program opportunity. Okay, that's why you're gonna get an accolade award and a certificate recognizing your achievement. Okay, so as a student, you want to see something written on paper, right? So it is very important, okay, so that you can bring this wherever that you go. So we'll be recognizing your achievement and the effort that you have done. And then we will be also giving you an ArcGIS personal use license, okay? So you get a dedicated license just for your use. Have to wait for your lecturer to be giving you the access. Okay, you don't have to do that. So you can play, you can test out, you can run the experiment, you can do whatever that you want, okay, using your personal license. Okay, and then next we're gonna talk about what are the things that our runner-ups gonna get. Okay, so the first one is gonna be an opportunity to attend the Esri major events. Okay, and then they also, like I said, they can kickstart their 6 months management training in Esri Malaysia. Okay, and they will get an accolade award and also certificate recognizing their achievement, and ArcGIS personal use license. Okay, because we want you to explore more on ArcGIS, we want you to know more about what you can do with this GIS software. Okay, and you get to showcase your work in the stage nationally as well. Okay, so these are the items that our winners get when you win Esri Young Scholar Award. Okay, this is something that money can't buy. Okay, but we are giving to you for free if you win our Esri Young Scholar Award. All right. So for this session, I have invited our last year winner, okay, Nadira, for her to do some sharing on her experience in winning the Esri Young Scholar Award last year and her feedback on becoming our trainee in Esri Malaysia.
So my name is Nur Nadira binti Muhammad Rusdi, and as well as my friends have introduced me, I am one of the winners of Esri Young Scholar Award for 2022. So for this session, I would like to explain or share my experience from the beginning of joining this competition until my journey currently lah. So what is the preparation? How am I able to participate in this competition? So basically the project that I present to Esri was my thesis. So it is about rail transit accessibility in KL area by using EHP and GIS. I representing my university, which is UITM Shalam. So surely everyone knows how struggle we were and how contemplating it was while doing our thesis. So therefore, I wanted to have my thesis for this competition. But you can also have your application in other GIS product to be presented as well. So the example application is already explained by my friend just now that you can use that, not only thesis. So the next one is, what is the benefit of winning these competitions? So I do remember once the results were announced, I could never have imagined being among the winners. By winning this competition, I am able to place myself in the Esri UC conference in United States, California, and also 6 months of being management trainee in Esri Malaysia, and 1 year of Ajis personal use license and others. Okay, so I think that one is a good prizes for us in order for career development. Okay, so for career development, everyone who's in this field or GIS field would definitely know Esri and their products, right? So Esri is one of the great opportunity to be working with if you have patience in this field. So I guess this Esri Young Scholar Award competition is a great platform to you. So as for me, after 6 months being as a management trainee, I had a presentation to show my journey, tasks assigned to me to the Esri team, and Esri decided to hire me as one of their permanent staff now. And I would say this is what I mean by the career development, which you can dive more about GIS industry. Okay, so now it has been 7 months to be in this team. I started my journey as a management trainee from last year, August 2022. And I can say it is wonderful experience, a wonderful journey. To be here, you are not only working, but you will be provided by training, sharing, which is a good process of learning, especially in GIS industry. So there are an amazing team here with variety backgrounds and a lot of experience, so that you can actually get to know them more and learn about the experience, and of course the learning process will go further. So for my tips, I would say that this is one of the opportunity that you have to grab. You can be part of the team as well, and especially in career development. So for now, GIS has been widely known and also widely been used by our country as well. So to be part of this industry is a very great things to us, especially we are a fresh graduate, right? So the competitive to be in industry is quite tough. So I suggest you to join this competition, as it can enlighten your journey more, and you can be good. You can be great in this industry, especially in GIS.
Thank you, Nadira, for the sharing. So I hope you got some inspiration from her being a trainee, and how from just being an Esri Young Scholar Award, now she is actually in her journey to become a permanent staff in Esri Malaysia. Okay, so Esri, like I say, uh, is not something. It's not a GIS product that is how to say, not well known. Okay, it is a very well known product in the GIS industry. So if you can win for the Esri Young Scholar Award, you can definitely enjoy all of these items. Okay, so if let's say you find out that you want to know more, or maybe there are some items that I have shared just now is a bit heavy for you to digest at that moment, okay, you can definitely, okay, visit us at the Esri Malaysia Young Scholar Award 2023 webpage. Okay, so from here they will be mentioning again on what are the participating requirement, what will be the submitting requirement, where you can submit, and so we want to three link that I've mentioned just now, and also the judging criteria. And if let's say you have any more questions, okay, don't worry, you can always come back to us. You may email to us to Esri Malaysia info, okay, or you can talk to your lecturer, okay. And if let's say you're having any of your friends maybe that couldn't make it for this time around, okay, you can share the same website link so that they are also participating for this Esri Young Scholar Award. All right, so thank you for joining us for today, okay, and see you next time, and hope you win for the Esri Young Scholar Award for this year. All the best. Thank you.